I want to tell you something I never said out loud before. I didn't stay because I didn't know they were hurting me. I stayed because I didn't want to start over. I was scared. Scared of being alone again. Scared of losing the history we built. Scared of starting from scratch. With someone new who didn't know my favorite song, or the way I take my coffee, or what I look like when I'm about to cry. And maybe you know that fear too. The fear that the next person won't understand you like they did. The fear that the next relationship will come with new pain, new risk. So you stay, even when it's draining you, even when your soul whispers, you deserve better. Because starting over, that feels like grief too. Let me ask you something. Have you ever held on to someone because the pain of starting over felt bigger than the pain of staying? And I get it. We tell ourselves we're loyal. We say we're committed. We call it love. But sometimes, what we're really doing is avoiding the unknown. And I stayed. Not because they were right for me, but because I was afraid to meet the version of me I'd have to become if I walked away. But I want to say this to you, in case no one has. You don't have to stay in what's breaking you just because you're scared to start again. You don't have to settle for the pain you know, just to avoid the fear you don't. You're allowed to want more. Starting over isn't weakness, it's power. It's you saying, I still believe in something better. Even if it's hard, even if it hurts, and if no one told you this before, I'm proud of you for choosing yourself. You didn't fail for staying too long. You just needed time to remember your worth. So if you're still in it, still debating whether to leave, still holding on to the version of love that only loves you halfway, just breathe, put your hand on your heart, and say, I am not too broken to begin again. I am not too late to choose myself. I will not stay small just to feel safe. You're not starting over. You're starting true. You're not giving up. You're growing up. And one day soon, you'll wake up in a life that doesn't feel like survival anymore. You'll breathe, and it will feel like freedom, because you chose to begin, and that was everything.
I thought the end was breaking me, but it was really a quiet beginning. Lost in tears and memories, smoke I didn't know I was letting go. But the silence gave me space to see the one I was really waiting on was me. So I stood up, heart still shaking, breath by breath I started waking. No rescue came, no love returned. But from the fire I finally learned I was not too late to heal. I was not too much to feel. I was not abandoned, I was becoming him. Oh, oh. I miss myself for missing you. I've been broke trying to push through, but every scar now softly sings the strength that leaving always brings. I whispered to the mirror's face, I'll no longer wait to be embraced. No more shrinking just to fit. I'll rise and this time I commit. So I stood up, heart still shaking, breath by breath I started waking. You never came, but I still know, 'cause I became love I always knew. I am not too late to be whole, to be home. I am not too tired to have a soul. I don't wait for love, I want to own my own. where I broke and fled. It's where I rose and walked ahead.